Now, one of the first things you're going to notice is the clutch, which is actually very forgiving, but it isn't too forgiving. It's not base Honda Civic from the 90s light. It still has a sports car feel, and I really like that. It also has quite an effective rev matching system. Now, I mentioned earlier that most people aren't going to take this to the track, and while you certainly can, I think people are buying this for a good laugh in the streets. So let's see if it can't churn out a couple of chuckles. Okay, getting on an on-ramp and no one's around. Yep. That's fun. That's exactly what it should be. It should be fast without being too dangerous. I'm just over 60 miles an hour, which is exactly what I wanted to be at. It allowed me to row through the gears without much trouble. That's what a sports car is supposed to be. 0 to 60 is going to arrive in about 4.5 seconds, which is just about perfect. Think about it. You don't want it to be much faster because then you're going to be going to prison. And then you don't want it to be much slower because then you'll get picked on by Mazda Miatas. 4.5 seconds is exactly where you want to be. I really love that they have tuned this more for comfort and less for hardcore handling, which is especially awesome when you live in the pothole-ridden roads of Minnesota like myself. And on top of that, I've now spent the better part of the last several hours inside this car, and yet I have no achy muscles. You could comfortably road trip this without issue, and the trunk also has enough room for a couple of weekend bags. Now, if I'm being completely honest, there are one or two minor issues that could be improved. Number one, I would like a bit more insulation from the outside. And number two, if you want to use the second cup holder, you'll have to do without the center armrest because it lays over top of it. And once you push it back, your elbow no longer has anywhere to rest. But these minor foibles are completely overshadowed by this fabulous engine and fantastic chassis. I have to say, this car is just exactly what I wanted it to be. It's fun. It makes me smile. It's a sports car. It seems then that my instincts were correct. This is a truly underrated car. It's incredibly fun without being too dangerous. The suspension is capable without breaking your back, and it just so happens to be a lot cheaper than its nearest competitor while having near as makes no difference performance on the streets. And this exact model is in stock at Luppiat Nissan in Brooklyn Park.